Welcome back. I know it's been a minute, okay? A couple things have happened in the last couple months. Most important one, BO6 came out, so I'm sorry. I've been grinding, getting that hashtag time in, so I'm sorry. I've been grinding for Dark Matter. If you guys know the grind, leave a like in this video. The other thing that happened is the election. Look, I don't want to get political. I don't really care who won, who did anything. I don't really care. Both candidates were sus. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter. Moving on. And it's just work, Don't get me wrong. I understand that, YouTube is something that I gotta keep working on, but that doesn't pay the bills right now. And I work retail, and as everybody knows, Black Friday is upon us. Same thing with holidays. Retail jobs just get hectic. So I haven't had the time to actually record any reels, any shorts, or any YouTube videos. The thing I will say is thank you. Thank you for all the love and support you guys have been showing on my shorts that I've been posting, on the last video that I showed. That just goes, it means a lot. And I want to thank you. And I just want to say now we're back. And we're back with an Apple TV. Now I know what you're saying. You get an Apple TV. Don't you have like a smart TV that does two things at once? Yes, but here's the problem. When it comes to smart TVs, there's two kinds of TVs. There's the really expensive smart TVs or the very cheap budget smart TVs. Now, when it comes to being smart, yes, you can stream stuff from it, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, all that stuff. But TV's kind of not, TVs are really not meant to stream not to stream, to multitask things. Because what manufacturers do is that they end up, sacrificing whether should they put a higher processor or a better panel. Sometimes they compromise, but the one thing that they can't do is multitask, especially when it comes to the relatively budget TVs. So as applications get newer, they're always patching bugs. For some reason, they just can't fix every bug, every single patch. I don't know, I don't program. I was gonna go to school for it, but I got bored. Eventually, the application keeps getting better and better, but it requires more and more processing. Your processors in your TV stay the same, which is why it ends up, slowing down. You have a TV that the panel's still good, you like the picture, you don't mind it, and it's just slow or just doesn't, load as fast. Don't go out and buy a new TV. Explore your options. You could buy the Apple TV, or you can buy many of the other options that are out there, like Google Chromecast TV. They have the Fire Stick, they have the Roku TV. These are options that you can do to extend the lifespan of your TV. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you what to do. You can do what the hell you want, but I'm just saying you might not have to, throw away your TV. You could just buy an Apple TV and you'll be good. With that said, this right here is a TCL. I don't know the model number, but it's a good TV for the price. But when it comes to actually streaming, it kind of lacks on it. The quality is great, the screen looks awesome, but when it comes to the actual loading and navigating the interface, it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't do its job. It freezes. Sometimes the apps crash on themselves. And it's NFL season. Football is, it's at peak right now. And I want to be able to watch the games without having to wait forever to load. That's where this comes in. Now, again, this is the Apple TV 4K. And I believe I got it on the 128 gigs. That's the thing. Apple makes 64 gigs and 128 gigs. But for some reason, the 64 gig doesn't get an Ethernet port. I don't know why not. But, at that point, that's a big deal breaker, because the whole point of it is not to buffer or lag. And Wi-Fi, no matter how fast your Wi-Fi is, you're always going to introduce that risk that it might lag or, load forever. With this one, you can just plug in an Ethernet cable, call it a day, you'll be good. But I don't know why they don't do it with the 64 gigs. I believe it's like $20, $50 more. So at that point, if you don't need it, you don't have to do it, but I would just buy the 128 instead of the 64. So who knows? Speaking of Ethernet, this is what the other thing that we're gonna be installing is an Ethernet port, gigabyte switch. It's an Ethernet switch paired in with the HDMI cable that I bought, and that came for free when I bought this. Pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna put this next to my router, which will give me more Ethernet ports. Plug this into that, and then we'll be able to enjoy content without having to buffer. And I know what you're saying. Why an Apple TV? Why don't you just get another Google TV Chromecast thingy or a freaking Fire Stick? Well, I'm knees deep into the Apple ecosystem. In fact, I believe I'm almost drowning in it. See, I've considered trying to get rid of the Apple ecosystem, maybe get an Android or a Google phone, but I have an iPhone, which is just being recorded, an Apple Watch, a MacBook, an Apple TV, AirPods, soon to get an iPad. I am thinking about getting an iPad. It's just the walls that Apple has built on the garden of their ecosystem is just, they're really hard to climb out. Okay. Plus, I'm already a couple thousand into the ecosystem, so I don't see any benefits of moving out. Plus, I like iPhone. I like Apple, iCloud, iMessage, love all that. So there's no point for me to try to get out. So yeah. Well, if we take a look at over here, little cinematic quality, do more with your devices, Apple Home Hub. Like I said, this fits right into the Apple ecosystem. You can actually control it with your iPhone, and you can actually use your AirPods to listen to it. We're not gonna be doing all that. So, in old-fashioned Apple way, pull the little tabs out. Boom. Flip the little sucker. God damn it.
12 seconds later.
You just go toss this to the side, and there it is with all its glory. The Apple, the Apple TV. Little tiny device. I know they revised it, they made it a lot smaller, but this is really, really tiny, and it's very light, so that's pretty cool. Obviously, it's covered with this plastic thing because I believe the edges are shiny. Yeah, the edges are shiny. Taking a look at the back, you have, of course, let me think. Taking a look at the back, you have your HDMI, Ethernet, and power. I believe the only thing that comes in the box is obviously your Siri remote, which is a pretty cool remote. And if I could get this out of here one-handed, sorry for the camera quality. Power cord, and I believe that's your user manual, but to be honest,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
it's your user manual. I mean, I don't think no one does. So yeah, we gotta be skipping that for now. Might come back to it later. And taking a look at the controller right here. It comes in this nice little paper package thingy. So you know when I told you that it came with this protective sleeve? Yeah, I already dropped the damn thing.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Anyways, before I drop the thing on the floor, nice little remote, nice little heft to it. It's got the whole Siri. You can use your voice to search stuff. Pretty old. If this might be an unpopular opinion, but I actually prefer the old design. Like it had like a piece of glass or some crap like that. That was a scroll wheel, and then you had like the buttons at the bottom. This one just, it's just simple. You know, I miss when Apple used to go all crazy on the designs. Fun fact about this revised Apple TV one, it's now Type-C. You guys know how much I love USB Type-C. It used to be Lightning connector, which was weird, but they revised these not too long ago to the point when they're like switching everything over to Type-C. I believe the only thing that hasn't been switched to Type-C is I think everything got switched to Type-C already, but you know, thank you EU, and thanks Apple, I guess, finally. AirPods. Not all AirPods are Type-C yet. Or I believe most of them. I don't know. But Type-C is pretty much universal across Apple stuff already, which is about damn time. So we're gonna just, y'all don't need to see that. We're gonna take out the protective sleeve because obviously I need it. I keep dropping that damn thing. And this is gonna need 2 hands. Give me 1 second.
3 days later.
All right, so as you can see, I finally put this on. It's a very tight fit.
Hey, yo!
Pause, but it feels nice. It's nice little smooth thing, not too slippery for it to fall down. You set it down, it's not gonna slide that much, and you still have access to pretty much every of the buttons. Nice little cutout at the bottom to access the charging port. Doesn't block the IR blaster. Nice little case. I feel like it was only like $10, but again, when I bought this, it came as a free gift, so kudos to that. I'm gonna go set this up. I'm gonna hook it up to the Ethernet, use the HDMI cable. My cable is just a simple one. It says 8K, but realistically nothing is 8K at all right now. It is certified ultra high speed, which is one of the reasons why I got this, because I do have extra HDMIs laying around, but you know, I wanted to get the most out of the Apple TV, so got this guy. This guy was like $15, so it wasn't that bad. A quick little side note, this is completely irrelevant, but if you ever trying to buy a nice HDMI cable and they try to tell you, hey, yeah, it's gold plated and stuff, yeah, don't buy that cable. Anything that has like the gold symbol thing, it's just not a good cable. You want to see something that has the silver end, because the more silver on an HDMI cable, the better. Let me know if you want me to make a video explaining that, because I actually was pretty impressed how much time and effort goes into, like, you know, people spend on like making sure the cables are right and all, but just pretty cool. But yeah, let me know if you want to see a video like that. So all right, just a quick rundown of the whole setup. Modem, Ethernet cable coming out of the modem goes into the switch right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Little blinky lights, activity lights showing that it's actually doing something. From the switch, main cable right there goes to the router, the Eero router, to of course I have Wi-Fi. If you missed it, go check it out. I set this up in the last video. And then the other cable, third cable on the switch, goes into the Apple TV in the back. Power is connected, HDMI is connected, all to the back of our trusty TV. Oh, don't look at the cable management. I'll fix that later. But for now, that's pretty much it. It's a quick little video. Just to kind of like, hey, welcome back. I'm not gonna put you guys through the whole setup just because I gotta put my personal stuff in it. But yeah, it's a quick setup. You do it through your phone, log in, have most of the apps are already there. You just have to update them, and then you'll be able to enjoy nice, good quality streaming. I say that is because, you know, I'm not trying to glaze Apple or like tell you that they're the best. You know, they've done some shady stuff. Who hasn't? But what I'm trying to say is that Apple TV right there is gonna take the whole like streaming and not image processing, but like streaming processor that the TV CPU and the processors will have to do, and just takes it off that and puts it back into the TV. So the TV does that, and all the other Jesus Christ.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Pretty much, the Apple TV takes the streaming part of processing, like the Netflix app and all that, off the TV's processor, allowing the TV to just focus on outplaying a picture, making sure the picture looks good, and the TV takes care of everything else. Now, I'm not an expert. If someone wants to correct me on how that works, feel free to do so in the comment section. I'm open to learn. But yeah, this will ensure that your TV lasts longer than its advertised lifespan. You also don't have to worry about, you know, things loading or taking forever to load because you're hooked up to Ethernet. But yeah, so if you have a TV that's a little old and it's slow, it's taking forever to load your Netflix or your Paramount and all that stuff, you know, try exploring this route before spending a good amount of money on a TV. Again, you can use the Google Chromecast, which is like $50. The Fire Sticks, which are like ranges from like $30 to $100, and then the Roku. You have options. You don't have to go with the Apple TV, but if you are into the Apple ecosystem, like I am, the Apple TV works great with your devices. You can control it through your phone, you can control it through your watch, you can control it through your entire like iPad and all that stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I went for it, and I've used the UI before, so it's pretty self-explanatory, very simple. But yeah, that's been all for today's video. Like and share, comment if you enjoyed it, and yeah, that's been all for this video. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Share with your friends and family, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I know I don't say that often, but you know, I came back. Okay, I'm back. I will be uploading more often now since I have a little time left, a little more time available, I should say. But yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy some football. Yeah, go Bills. Yeah, bite me.